The 2012-2013 financial year presented the organization with an opportunity to assemble the building blocks and to perform the necessary preparatory work to realize its goal of assuming the posture of a high-performing development financier. Similarly, with a renewed clarity of vision and purpose, and in support of the core business, ECDC also continued facilitating, stimulating, and investing in new sectors of the Eastern Cape economy. This work allowed ECDC to identify areas of improvement and to re-examine the way it does business. This process gave the organization an opportunity to reflect on the demands of its customers and the active steps the organization ought to take to address these expectations. This was filtered down to staff to further entrench ECDC as an organization that is fit for purpose. ECDC is pleased to announce that as a direct consequence of this review process, the corporation has reaffirmed what works and it knows which levers it needs to pull to place the organization on a sustainable path towards a high-performing development finance institution. ECDC is therefore delighted to report on the milestones achieved during the 2012-2013 financial year. The period highlights progressive steps and significant milestones in supporting small businesses as well as facilitating and stimulating real economic growth in the key sectors of the provincial economy. Financial performance. As such, the year saw some notable improvements in the financial performance of the development financier. ECDC's balance sheet remained strong with a net asset value of 967 million rand. The loss position improved by 58.7% from the previous year. Property revenue collection increased to 55 million rand compared to the previous year's 50 million rand. Interest income from loan repayments was 21 million rand, while collection on loans was 172 million rand, almost double the previous year's 91 million rand. This is a positive trend, which creates a healthy liquidity cash buffer. The property business remains ECDC's biggest asset, accounting for 47% of its balance sheet, while loans account for 11% of the balance sheet. Customer service and delivery. These tangible and significant returns are the building blocks for enhanced economic activity and robust operational efficiencies. As a result, the performance of ECDC's loan portfolio lays the preparatory work towards the attainment of a high-performing DFI status. The development financier approved 145 million rand in loans, of which 130 million rand was disbursed to 496 enterprises. 24 million rand of these loans were granted to youth and 21 million rand to women-owned businesses. Overall, 1,849 jobs were created and sustained through the provision of business financial services. ECDC has also been entrusted by its shareholder, the Department of Economic Development, Environmental Affairs and Tourism, to manage some of its special funds, the Invaba Cooperative Fund and Eastern Cape Jobs Stimulus Fund. Through the Invaba Cooperative Fund, the development financier disbursed 18.5 million rand in both loans and incentive grants to 21 cooperatives. 15.6 million rand was disbursed through the Jobs Stimulus Fund over 3 window periods in 2012-2013, saving 1,560 jobs which would have been lost without this intervention. Part of ECDC's mandate is the facilitation of catalytic investments into the key sectors of the Eastern Cape economy. In the review period, ECDC proactively undertook investment promotion, resulting in approximately 617 million rand investment value from 22 investments. In addition, ECDC set its sights on improved export and trade, providing meaningful support to new and existing exporters. Consequently, 181 export businesses were assisted, a 25% increase from last year's 144 businesses assisted. Collectively, these exporters generated an estimated 1.5 billion rand in export value. New growth industries and strategic partnerships. The development financier has also invested 9.6 million rand researching opportunities in the agro-processing and renewable energy sectors. This investment does not provide an immediate financial or commercial return to ECDC. However, it has a huge stimulus effect into the growth, job creation, and industrialization of the Eastern Cape economy. Furthermore, ECDC attracted 77 million rand funding through other third parties. These funds are useful in packaging and marketing research projects and preparing them for possible commercialization. For instance, ECDC committed 24 million rand for the implementation of the trading post and maize milling project in Mkanduli, near Mthatha. This financial injection attracted an additional 91 million rand from the Development Bank of Southern Africa's Jobs Fund. The venture has a potential to stimulate primary agriculture, processing, logistics, transport, and industrialization opportunities. Some of the development financiers' highlights in their key sectors of the economy include agriculture and agro-processing. ECDC has played a crucial role in saving the province's ailing pineapple industry. Besides the development loan of 27 million rand for diversifying the pineapple industry, ECDC is also an equity partner with East London-based pineapple concentrate juice producer Summer Pride Foods and Ndlambe Natural Industrial Products, which represent local pineapple farmers. ECDC is also playing a key role in establishing the bamboo industry in the province. ECDC has invested more than 3 million rand in 3 bamboo pilot farms of 5 hectares each in Qendane, Ndagana, and Uitenhage. Similarly, ECDC played a central role in the establishment of the National Bamboo Association, which is now the industry body. The development financier also hosted the Eastern Cape Bamboo Conference and Exhibition in partnership with the Industrial Development Corporation in 2011. Investments and other resources have been committed to the development of a berry corridor, and with the IDC, ECDC funded an honours student studying the agronomy of bamboo and blueberry farming in an attempt to build local knowledge on the industries. ECDC also facilitated support for the 100 million rand expansion of the Clover SA UHT plant in Port Elizabeth. Pharmaceuticals. ECDC has also invested 3.2 million rand for the development of nutraceutical and pharmaceutical products, microcrystalline cellulose in bromelain in Bathurst. The University of Stellenbosch has begun trials on microcrystalline cellulose for the development of specialist food for global pharmaceutical company DuPont. A 1 million rand injection in a medicinal business, Pure Herbal Medicine, has helped establish the first ever 1-hectare plantation of wild Gonera perpensa in Karido in the Qaqadu district. Forestry. In partnership with the Eastern Cape Rural Development Agency, ECDC is implementing a forestry rehabilitation and development industrialization program with 113 million rand funding by the DBSA. Property. In line with the revised strategic direction and vision, the period under review saw the development financier executing its plan to steer its property portfolio towards investments. The process involves disposing the entire stock of 238 standalone houses and some subsidiaries' investments. These are non-core and non-performing assets which threaten the viability of the development financier. The disposal of the residential property portfolio, valued at 110 million rand, will shore up the balance sheet and enable the development financier to make further investments in research in new and key growth sectors of the Eastern Cape economy. By the end of the 2012-2013 financial year, 190 offers were received from current tenants. Fishing and aquaculture. The fishing and aquaculture sector is a potential growth area. ECDC has provided both finance and support to local aquaculture companies such as freshwater crayfish producer Smiling Valley Marine, marine cobfish operation Oceanwise, and the Blue Carib Trust Fish Project. For example, the first marine produced on a commercial scale by an ECDC client, Smiling Valley Marine, was sold on the South African market in 2012. Graafrenet-based Blue Carib Trust, which farms freshwater catfish for canning, received 1 million rand towards a market study, environmental impact assessment, feasibility study and business plan. With a world-class facility at the East London IDZ, Oceanwise received a 10 million rand loan. The operation, with a current production capacity of 10 tons of fish per month, plans to increase this to about 50 tons per month by the end of 2013-2014. Oceanwise is also one of 6 companies selected for exhibiting at the International Ningbo Trade Fair in China. Tourism. ECDC played a key role in the establishment of South Africa's first totally green hotel, Nganya Lodge, in Elliotdale, near Butterworth. ECDC approved a 2.5 million rand loan to finance a block-making cooperative which supplies bricks to build the lodge. The lodge will create 55 jobs during construction and 134 jobs when it is operational. General manufacturing. A total of 5.6 million rand in long-term loans was disbursed to general manufacturing, identified as one of the key sectors for sustainable job creation. Port Elizabeth-based bath resurfacing manufacturer Mendebath is also exhibiting at the trade exhibition in Ningbo, China, an important opportunity secured by ECDC to help local traders gain access to the eastern markets. Infrastructure. The infrastructure sector is a key driver of job creation. The majority of the loan funding in this sector was allocated to construction businesses commissioned for the School Building Program, the Accelerated Schools Integrated Development Initiative, which is linked to the National Infrastructure Development Program. ECDC disbursed loans amounting to 60 million rand to 28 enterprises in the construction industry, thus contributing to infrastructure. In addition, ECDC, together with the Industrial Development Corporation, has co-funded a private hospital currently under construction in Tata to benefit the health sector. ECDC's investment in the Mthatha Private Hospital totaled 3.8 million rand with 22% equity. BPO and ICT. A highlight in the BPO sector is the support and success of the Discovery Health Call Center in Nelson Mandela Bay. With the support of 2.3 million rand from the Jobs Stimulus Fund, the center has grown from a staff of 30 to 360 in under 2 years, providing employment predominantly to youths and recent graduates from the Port Elizabeth area who would have otherwise struggled to find work locally. Creative industries. ECDC continues to support enterprises in the creative industry, with more than 100 predominantly women-owned enterprises throughout the province benefiting from the program, which mainly focuses on facilitating access to markets. With a 1.2 million rand investment by the ECDC, the program supported 62 enterprises to participate in the National Arts Festival in Grahamstown, East London Home Expo, Decorex Johannesburg and Cape Town, and international exhibitions in Italy and India. Exhibition sales of these enterprises amounted to over 430,000 rand in the 2012-2013 financial year. Some enterprises continue to generate more revenue from orders and leads acquired at these events. In collaboration with Walter Sisulu University and Buffalo City Municipality, ECDC made it possible for the winner of the inaugural East London Fashion Fair, Luyolo Fusa, to showcase his designs at the Oldenburg Fashion Show in Germany. Textiles and clothing. In the textiles and clothing sector, a 100,000 Rand incentive allocated from the Jobs Stimulus Fund has enabled East London-based company Adalwa Trading to remain competitive by diversifying and securing larger clients in the protective clothing industry while creating 10 new jobs. Building public confidence. Looking back on this year, ECDC is confident that it has laid a solid foundation to help it realize its goal of becoming a high-performing and astute development financier. With 5 consecutive unqualified audits, ECDC has demonstrated that it is a trusted steward of public funds. The future focus of ECDC's operations will be on larger long-term loans and equity investments in the strategic sectors of the economy, mainly driven by emerging and new industries which promise real impact and real financial returns. Real finance, real business support, real resources, real investment, real trade platforms. ECDC, facilitating real economic growth.